Hey everybody, welcome back to the series. This is episode 4 now of the series. So, picking up where we left off, we were at this tower where we killed those 3 kind of useless bandits. And we were actually on the quest to go retrieve the golden claw for Lucan because some guy broke into his shop and took it and caused a whole debacle between him and Camilla. So, we're looking to go get that back for him, and it's a pretty good starter quest. Most people start with this quest overall, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. We are almost there, I believe. Yeah, it's just around this corner here. Yep. And let's see what it has in store for us. This is the first kind of test. So remember, I said in the previous episode my goal is to not die, or at least last as long as possible in this playthrough without dying. So we will see if I can achieve that, or at least how far I can go. I've played through this game a lot of times, so I'm definitely not a beginner, so we'll see what happens. I might end up turning up the difficulty too if it gets too easy, but I doubt it will. I'm not that good. But we will see. That was a nice shot, by the way, on that bandit. Let's see if he comes around the corner. Okay, thought I could hit him there. Let's see. Alright, let's get out the old sword and sparks here. Alright. Chance, nice. Alright, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Did I even hit him with the sword there? Kind of looked like I just choked him. But I'll take it. Got another guy shooting at us, but let's get this loot first. Head up here. Yep, can't hit me. Can't hit me. Alright. Lovely. Man, I love these little kill screens. Alright, let's see what they got. Here we go, and then head up here. Very peaceful here. Kind of the same view from the end of the last episode, but alright, let's go ahead and head inside. See what it has in store for us. Also get that claw back for Lucan so he can stop whining. He likes to whine. He's always got something to say. Anyway, we just had Christmas here, and it was a good Christmas. I actually got some Skyrim merch as well. I got this picture on my wall. It looked pretty cool, and this cool pillow as well. Maybe I'll include a screenshot in the recording as well. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But anyway, let's go ahead and get in here. Got some skeevers laying around. Kind of disgusting if you think about it. Just dead stuff laying across the floor. But we can't smell it. I'm sure it smells pretty bad. I wouldn't want to smell it. But the steel sword's actually an upgrade from our iron sword. So let's go ahead and drop the iron sword. Favorite the steel sword. Got another skeever. Kind of weird. Would you want to eat a rat? I mean, they're basically rats, so we're just eating skeever tails. It's kind of weird to think about. But let's see. Let's snipe this guy here. Boom. Archery increased. Terrible shot there. Terrible shot there. Alright. Man, these people are really clueless. Okay. Got around the corner here. Nice. Oh my, in the face. That is what I'm talking about. Take the arrow out of his face. I'll use that again. And then loot this person. Alright. Let's see. That's quite the way to die there. Let's see. Alright. You know, this would be like a cozy little campsite if it wasn't for all the dead stuff laying around, you know? Like the entrance of a cave, got a nice fire going. It's probably pretty cozy. But then you got the corpses laying around all over the place, so that kind of cancels it out there. But anyway, let's go ahead and head in here. Kind of cobwebs all over the place. Kind of nasty. Let's see what we got. Let's check these urns here. Also, I was thinking about it. I've mentioned in the past couple episodes how I'm going to be a full mage, And I completely am. I know I've been using the bow or the one-handed weapon a lot as well, along with magic. It's really hard to only use magic when you first start. So I'm going to be using the sword, and I'm always going to use the bow just to kind of like tickle down their health a little bit, for no better word, just to make it easier for when I do use their magic. But the bow will always be used, but I'll use the sword for a while. But for now, I'm going to use the sword and magic. Then once kind of we get to the College of Winterhold, that's when I plan on switching. Like once we get the Firebolt spell and all that into where I can truly be independent on just magic, then I will go ahead and use that as well. So here, this is actually a room where there's kind of like a little puzzle to get through it. So as you can see, he is going to go ahead and pull this lever, and it is not going to end well because he didn't solve the puzzle. Wait for it. Yep. And it's kind of pathetic that his health is that low. A few arrows will kill him. But, so as you can see here, there's this lever. Let's loot this guy real quick. As you can see, there's this lever. There's these 3 totems. And then there's 2 up there, and then there's 1 down here. So on the left is a snake. The one down here is a snake. And as you can see, they each correspond to one of these totems. So we're going to do snake, snake, and then I don't know what the last one is, like some sort of dinosaur thing. But as you can see, snake, the first one, corresponds to that. Then a snake in the middle one, and then the little dinosaur to the right. And then you pull the lever, and the gate opens. So quick and easy there, but I'm not going to lie, the first time I played Skyrim, I could not figure that out. I mean, I was like 10 years old, which is crazy. That's a long time ago. But I could not figure that out for the life of me. So quick little tip there if you've never gotten through there as well. So let's go ahead and grab this potion, and then we're going to read this book. And if you don't know, these books, if they have a value of 50, anything above 50, they will upgrade one of your skills as well. So as you can see, that one upgraded our sneak. And I usually, it's just a thing that I do. I actually collect all those books as well. And I eventually, when I get a house, I'm going to fill up the bookshelf with them. Man, that was a good shot. Skeeter stood no chance. Nice shot there. Not so good. Oh, over his head. Let's go ahead and hit him with a sword. How about that? Okay, took out that skeever. See one more? Yeah, that's a bad shot. All right, there we go. Took out those skeevers. Let's continue on. Scroll of Fireball. That is one thing. I think when we get to the main fight, I'm going to try to use these scrolls. Because 1, I never really use scrolls. And 2, I've heard they're pretty good. So we're going to test them out. It might go terribly. That would be the way that I die, would be killing myself with a scroll. But we will see what happens here. Now, I believe there's a nice little surprise on the end of this, on the other side of these cobwebs here. So let's get through them. There we go. And let's go ahead and get out the bow. And there should be a little friend in here. There he is. Big old frostbite spider. Yep, this guy can really cause some problems if you're not careful. So let me get out my... See, not healing. Let me get out my flames. There we go. Get out my flames, and then we can roast him a little bit. Try not to get hit too much. Because he hurts. His venom hurts. There we go. Nice. Yeah, he does not do well with fire. Oh. Alright. And there we go. Get him down. Yep, bring him back over here. I can finish him off now. One more. Sweet. Got it one-handed. Alright. Let's see what he's got on him here. After I heal up. You can hear that dog in the background. My apartment complex has a plethora of dogs for some reason. They all like to bark at each other. So sometimes I get caught in the crossfire of that, and that's real fun. But yeah, fun fact. There we go. Desiccated corpse. Whoever came up with that, I really want to know. The word desiccated is such a uncommon word. Anyway, Let's keep going. We got this guy who's been, you could probably hear him behind my talking, but Orville the Swift's been complaining and whining because this spider caught him. And
You fool. Why should I share the treasure with
now he's
anyone?
gonna run away. There he goes. He's gonna go use the claw. If you didn't know, he has the claw on him. It's really not a big deal. I'm honestly gonna let him go and just let him fight some of the Draugr that are ahead, so I have less work to do. You can kill him right there. I don't even know if he'll fight you. I think he just runs away. He's really weak. It's really pathetic. You save his life, and then he's like, I'm gonna go get the treasure for myself. So, it's sad. But, okay, that guy was already dead. Go ahead and loot him. Take that gold. See, that guy is not dead. Yeah, the Draugr, the ones that have armor on are the ones who are alive. So, if you didn't know that, now you do. So see how he has that little brown armor on? That means he was alive. Seriously? He died from a Draugr? I thought he was better than that. Okay. Avoided that guy's hammer. Alright, let's go ahead. Nice little spin move there. Take that Draugr out. Alright. Loot these guys. Here we go, Orville the Swift, we got the golden claw, then we have his journal as well. Basically just saying that he stole the claw from Lucan, and that Lucan is clueless, and it's the key to Bleak Falls Barrow, and you will see that later on this episode. Actually, maybe, if we get there, we'll see. Alright. And now, we want to avoid these traps here. If you step on that, that door will swing open and hit you, which kind of you want to avoid. But as you can see, this guy's alive. Let's take him out. Ooh, it's a restless Draugr. So if you didn't know, it goes Draugr, restless Draugr, and then Draugr Scourge, I believe, and then Draugr Over. I think that's the order. But restless Draugr is the second best. They're a little bit tougher, but my health is low. So I can level up, and this is actually going to fill up all my health, magic, and stamina. So let's go ahead and do destruction as well. I can cast novice destruction spells for half the magicka. So that's going to be my flames and my sparks. I'll be able to cast those for half the magicka, which is nice, especially when I start dual casting. Probably won't be using flames as much, but it's a nice to have, and it lets me get the higher level destruction spells as well. Got these guys who are alive. Let's chop him down before his friends come say hello. There's his friend. I hear one behind me too. Okay. Right, nice. Chop him up. This guy's got like underwear on. This guy has no armor, but no problem. Oh, nice. No problem there. So, Ancient Nord Bow, that's an upgrade from the bow I have now, which is the hunting bow, I believe. So, let's go up here to loot this chest as well. Also in this game, there's going to be master chests, kind of scattered in hard areas to find in some of these dungeons. So, if I do go in a dungeon and I miss it, please let me know and I will go back and do it. Because I know where a lot of them are. But it's also, the game is so big and complex, I'm definitely going to miss some. So run through these real quick. Yep, activate the chain. Let's keep going. I have another level up as well. So usually I save those for when I'm low on health. I try not to use my potions. It's no big deal if I do, those minor healing potions. But since I haven't brewed any yet, it's kind of, I want to save them for big fights when I actually need them. So let's get this Draugr here. You can kind of recognize patterns where the Draugr are the longer you play. So a lot of them are standing up on those things or laying in those little coffin spaces. I guess that's what you call it. But yeah, there's another one up there. And there's also this little oil lamp hanging above the oil here. So let's see if I can lure this guy over to the oil. Here it comes. Come on. Nice. Too easy. Yep, didn't stand a chance. Alright, let's see if the other guy will come to the oil. Oh, it's a shame. A little bit too late. He's like, oh no, my friend's dead. Alright, let's get the sword back out. Just let him hit me. Alright. One more. Nice. Alright. So let's get through here. Get through there. Man, it just feels like it's never ending. The things we do for Lucan, let me tell you. Alright, I think we are heading towards the next portion of this dungeon, if I'm correct. Let's see. Oh, we got this part here. Alright. This guy. Shut him up. Oh. I try to make it like, it's like a little game with myself to get him to not hit me. But this guy got battle axe. Let's loot this chest. Gold, lockpick, soul gems. Soul gems will come in handy in the future when I start enchanting my weapons as well. So, open this little gate here. Get out this shield. Alright. And let's see what is beyond this area. Alright. Do a little quick save. Fun fact, if you quick save and then you die, you go back to where the quick save was. So I like to do that occasionally, especially in these longer dungeons, because if I died, I would go back to the start. So here we actually have, it looks like an old miner, and we have some iron ore. And this guy conveniently left a pickaxe, so let's go ahead and grab that. I am going to be doing some smithing in this playthrough. I want to get dragon armor, so I'm going to go ahead and collect it. We got an amethyst there. Go ahead and collect this iron ore as well. Nice. Alright, let's keep going. I know I missed some of those glowing mushrooms, but honestly, they are such a pain to get that I'm going to get as many as I can, but I'm not going to... Ooh, potion of water breathing, useful. Fireball and harmony, okay? I'm not going to collect every single one, but I will collect the majority of them, and especially if it's rare alchemic ingredients, then I will definitely grab them if I see them. But like things like bone meal and like salt piles, I won't grab as much, but seriously. First of all, this guy looks so frail. Like it looks like he's putting everything into these sword strokes. I kind of feel bad killing him. Hit me again. Get that block up. Oh, alright, that was unnecessary, but funny at the same time. Alright, 6 gold. I still don't know where the Draugrs store their gold. But anyway, let's head down here. See, we got a little chest and then a little corpse there. I guess a skeever ate that guy. And a skeleton. Get this chest open here. Nice. Alright, garnet. I will always take gems and jewels. Alright, let's head back up here. And I believe this is going to be where the next part of this cave is, actually. The inner sanctum. Let's see. Pick up these, or if I can pick up these glowing mushrooms. There we go. See what I'm saying there about them being tough? But, let's see. Right. Ooh, we got a little Draugr here. Nice. Hit him in the arm, I think. Shot him down. Lovely. Sneak upgraded. Could finish him off with the bow. Let's do some sparks. Mix it up here. Alright. Stood no chance. That was a restless Draugr too. So felt pretty good about that. Awesome. Let's loot this chest over here. And I think after this, I'm going to call it an episode. Let's go ahead and loot this first, but we'll save the little final part of this dungeon for the next episode. Start episode 5 with a bang. So let's get the bow out, prepare the sneak, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.